Hello and welcome to the channel, and today's video is going to detail the repaint of the Classified Series G.I. Joe Classified Series Baroness. So I'm going to repaint this version, as I have mentioned in previous videos. This is going to be the blue version I mentioned earlier. I was going to repaint one in blue and one in red, and keep one in black. So this version of the Baroness is the one that came with the Cobra coil, the motorbike, the first release of Baroness. And as you can see, she's already broken down into her pieces. Very simple, tear it down. All you gotta do is just place the figure in boiling water and everything pops out fairly easy. So you see, even the shoulder pads come off real easy. Just warm up the peg real good and it's gonna easily pop off. It's connected through the pegs there, so that's how that goes on. So yeah, this is gonna be the a blue version of Baroness. I just came from the AutoZone to pick up the paints that I was going to use. So I will be using this blue colored, that's for fabric and vinyl. So this is gonna serve as the base color, as well as the primer, so to speak. So it's like a 2-in-1. This end here is great to plastic. So I'm gonna use this as the base color for like the abdomen, the arms, the forearms, part of the legs, right? And I'm gonna use this color, which is a blue pearlescent intense pearl blue. So you can see it has like a flake or like a metallic. So I'm gonna use this for the shiny parts, like the shins, the armor on her thighs, the armor on her forearms, and the armor on the chest. So that's it for the intro, and the next segment will be the applying the paint. There isn't much natural light coming through at this hour at my house, so I'm recording in the bathroom just to show you guys how the color laid on the abdomen section. The color is very close to a either a royal blue or like a one of those, you know, it's fairly dark, but it's not to the point where it's too dark. This is after like 1.5 coats, basically the first pass on the piece. So I'm gonna keep applying to the other parts and have them all on skewers, basically on alligator clips. Have them dry overnight. You can see none of the detail is lost. Hopefully this focus. There we go. None of the detail is lost. So this paint goes on fairly thin. Right. So next segment will be all of the parts painted, hopefully in better lighting. So just some word of advice. Whenever you're spraying anything with a hinge, make sure to keep the hinge adjusted all the way to one side, like on this one, because you want at least one, after the first pass, one complete area covered, versus this, where I goofed, and I have the hinge halfway. And you can see this is the shoulder, so you can see it's halfway through its complete range. So what's going to happen here, I'm going to have to go over each side twice, as opposed to on this hinge where I'll just go, when I flip it over to the other side completely, I'll just have to go over it once. So you want to avoid that, to just avoid caking on unnecessary paint that might flake off in the future. So the thinner the paint, it's going to be less constrictive when moving the joints, so it's going to be less likely to flake off. So don't. So one thing I hadn't noticed about the Baroness's shoulder pads, is that one is a snake head and the other is a regular shoulder pad. Actually, these go like this in reverse. So this one goes, if you're looking at the figure, hold on. There you go. If you're looking at the figure from the front, you're looking at the figure from the front, this is how they go. The shoulder pad goes on the left side, which is her right, and the snake head goes on the right side, which is her left. So, yeah, I hadn't noticed that. Hey, so it's the next day, and here are all the parts painted. I've already applied the metallic paints wherever there's body armor on the figure, or on the molding of the figure. And I've also painted some parts silver just to highlight the like the logos and whatnot. So the only thing that I that I painted differently was the holsters, or the strap of her belt. I kept that black, but the plastic wasn't really that dark, so I just repainted it in a flat black and applied a matte coating to keep it really black, and just painted the logo, the Cobra logo, red. Why won't this focus? So the paints have been drying for close to a day and a half. So everything should be ready to be placed back together. So the next bit is to put everything back together. And here we have the completed figure. So today I just In the morning, I just I just let the paint cure for a little while. I then just added the silver paint touch-ups in some area for some detail, and then just in the afternoon put the figure together. And here we are. So just to go over the entire figure. Okay, let's get a little close here. So again, this is the figure that came with the Cobra coil, so the glasses are not removable on this one. I'll paint her guns later. I just want to show off the figure itself because that's, the actual part, the custom that I worked. So you can see the metallic pearl paint for the areas that have armor on versus the base flat blue. And on the parts of the suit that have scaling detail, I hit with a gloss clear so that it looks like snake skin. So you can see there the contrast a little bit between the flat color and the areas with the scaling. And then on the belt, like I said, the belt I painted in black and flat black, and added the matte clear on top of it, and just refinished the snake logo, the Cobra logo, in red, just to add a little more, color variation on the figure, And you can see here the more of that scaling detail on the abdomen there, and then the body armor again. Now, normally she has two shoulder pads on. One is the snake head, and then the other arm shoulder is let me see. It's like a regular padding. So I decided to just give her the single. I decided to see how it looks with the single shoulder pad. And for the next one that I'm gonna do, which is gonna be the red variant, I'm probably gonna give her no shoulder pads. I just want to see how it looks, because it does, without the shoulder pad, she does have way more range than if she does with the elbow pad on. But the shoulders do look a little low, so the pad does help complete like the look, but I'll decide that later when I'm doing that one. Then we're gonna look at the back. The back is pretty simple, just some simple silver highlights on the buckles and some rings here for the straps. I was thinking of maybe painting the straps black. I probably will. I'm just thinking about it. And then there's nothing on the back really. Just more plating there. Right. And then she does have full movement here on her neck. Unlike, let's say, the snake eyes that really caused some issues with rubbing, here we've got no issues whatsoever with paint rub or anything of the like. This vinyl paint really is really sticks to the plastic, and it's really you gotta really either not let it sit properly to cure for it to adhere in order for it to come off. Check out the detail there on the arms there. The Cobra logo there. You can see right there, this is what I mean. I probably didn't left that part to cure a little too much. So some did rub off. But for the most part, the base blue color stayed on relatively well. We still got, a lot of posability here. Now here's what I'm thinking for the red one. I'm gonna try and get the Baroness from the Snake Eyes movie. Some of the parts from her outfit, I guess you could say, intrigue me. So for one, she does come with like high heel boots. So I'll probably swap out the normal feet on these, because she does have flat boots on, and use the high heel boots on the red variant that I'm gonna do. And probably also switch out maybe the arms on that one, or the thighs maybe, I don't know. But she does have some parts that I think her outfit is kind of cool. Just to switch up from this one to the black one, and from the red one, just to have some, some variation in there, aside from just the color, right? But yeah, I think this came out really, really nice. This is exactly what I had in mind, and she came out perfect. So the red one, I haven't bought the paints yet or anything, so I'm still gonna be looking out and see what will be the right red color that I want to use on her. But yeah, so here it is, and just again for contrast, here we have the it won't stand. And we have the two here we have the two Baronesses. The black one, which is the retro one, and the blue one. Yeah, so let me know how it turned out. Which one is your preferred? If you still prefer her in black, if you like the blue look, you know. And then when I'm done with the red one, we'll compare all three and see, which is the favorite overall. I'm wondering if, in the future, Classified Series will release, different variants of the Baroness as well, because, we've gotten variants of the Cobra Commander, we've gotten variants of Destro, we've gotten variants of Roadblock, we've gotten a couple of variants of Snake Eyes, so and Baroness is one of the popular characters. I'm so surprised they haven't done more variations of her. When they did the retro versus the original release, all they did is just switch up some of the coloring on her, but it still was the basic black, right? The basic black suit. So I'm wondering if they'll do something like this in the future, And I'm surprised they also did like when I did the Snake Eyes. I'm surprised they haven't released like the Sumbo color version of Snake Eyes already. That would have been like a slam dunk when they were releasing the retro line, but they went with the Commando one instead. So we'll see what Hasbro has in store for us in the future. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll check you out in the next one.